people to talk, but I'm a blogger. I'm interested to speak for a blog.
Oh, tell me about it.
So you okay to talk for a blog?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Thank you. So you're American, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing for a living?
What a what?
What are you? What do you work?
Uh, just working a regular 9 to 5.
Where?
Regular 9 to 5. Just regular
Regular
work.
9 to 5. How
Yes,
much you
sir.
making?
Me, let's just say a reasonable amount.
Are you making like 60K?
Really? Are you happy making that money?
You asking if I'm making 60K?
No. Are you happy making
Your
60K?
sound is like disappearing.
Are you happy making 60K a year?
No, I think it's not enough. I mean, depends where you live.
Okay. What do you think is a reasonable amount that you can say where I can stay
Reasonable?
comfortable?
I'm not sure what reasonable, but to stay comfortable, probably around 200K, pretty much everywhere in the United States.
All right. What okay, so what do you think? Do you think any job out there is gonna pay you what you're asking for?
Not many jobs will pay that
Yeah.
because it's a capitalism, it's exploitation, and capitalism is people never, capitalistic owners
I'm kind of, you know what I
never
mean?
wanna
Like,
never wanna pay fair amount. So
yeah, they never gonna pay you what you're asking for. You know what I mean? So what's the whole point eventually, right? Like, if I'm making, like I was just thinking about that earlier, right? It's like sometimes what comes with making a lot of money, right? You're gonna have to sacrifice a lot, meaning changing your life habits. I don't know, man.
I didn't get what you're saying. So if you're making a lot of money, you have to sacrifice a lot. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, in a way, sacrifice a lot, and
I think it's opposite. If you're not making a lot of money, you have to sacrifice your time. You need to drive to work. You need to spend your time at work. Get sick if somebody sneezes at you. Smell shit in the common bathroom. So if you're making
yeah,
a
but
lot
at,
of money, you're actually sacrificing less.
yeah, but at the end of the day, right? If you enjoy what you do, that's the point.
Okay. Well, if you're making a lot of money, your problem will be how to invest those money. I mean, unless you like wasting them for some stupid shit. Uh, that,
Yeah, I mean, once you get your meat, like bills, all that, all the bills and necessities, are met. Then what do you need? So that, see, I'm asking why, right? What do you need an extra $10,000 in your bank account? I mean, okay, I want to buy a car, whatever, right? I want to travel, whatever, right? So it has, you have to know what comes with it.
you asking why do you need extra $10,000 in my account?
If you were to have a job that pays you $250,000 a year, right?
Yes. Hmm.
What will you do with it?
Well, again, it really depends how stable this job. So if I know that I have this job, let's say for 1 year, and then I'm gonna unfortunately jump back to regular like jobs that pay less than 100K, like average lousy salary like 100K, then I probably will invest most of this money. I mean, I probably will pay off some big debts,
Hmm. Yeah,
like a mortgage, cars. I will pay those off, and rest I will invest. Question
yeah.
is how to invest because
Is that?
stock market is also bullshit, but
Listen, everything is fake.
yeah.
The stock market is fake. The money is fake. It's
Yes, money,
basically for control.
but definitely money effects. So definitely keeping cash is like stupidest shit you can imagine. So
That's what I'm saying. So reason why I ask. why do you need, $200,000 a year, you know, to make you happy? Maybe, right? To escape the system.
I,
Well,
I,
if you
I
escape the
wouldn't, I
system,
wouldn't, yes, you know what, it's actually, yeah, you're right. It's also, I would say that money not bringing happiness itself, but they bring stability, and stability
yeah,
makes you usually happy. When you're not nervous that you can get fired,
yeah,
when you don't need to bend to like some idiot asshole manager, and just
yeah,
you can say they actually respect it better. So if you look
yeah.
straight people to the eyes and don't afraid them and say, you know what, like this is not right. Um, I'm not doing this, or like I'm doing this but different ways. They actually respect it better. But normally, you would afraid to be fired. I mean,
No,
maybe
well,
not you, but most of America, most of
yeah, well,
not even Americans, most of people in the world,
a lot of people,
they afraid,
yeah.
and
But for
so
me,
that creates unhappiness.
yeah, for
So
me, I can say, well, what I mean, if I get fired tomorrow, right? That fear that comes with, okay, what am I gonna do tomorrow, right?
yeah.
I got all these bills piling up, but that's that fear, right? If you don't do X thing, then you're gonna get fired, which means all the pressure's gonna be up your shoulders. Then where I'm gonna be finding this? You see, that's the system is Greek.
Well, and here's the thing: you said $10,000 extra in your bank accounts. Unfortunately, $10,000 not gonna make much. So
No.
I read that the minimum you need to have, from personal
Yeah.
finances, they recommend minimum like to have basically 3 months of wages,
Yeah.
and normally from 6 to 1 year of salary. So you need to have like this buffer to
Yeah.
safely find. Basically, that will give you time to safely find another job. You see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you will have that. I don't know. It depends from the state. You have that unemployment, but unemployment pay usually less, and it's also kind of creating some psychological issues that you kind of unemployed. You may not always want to deal with that.
Yeah. Now, in my opinion, it's sometimes these politicians in Wall Street, what I mean, all these billionaires and people making a lot of money, these companies, right? They made the system so unreachable, right? The dream, they call it the American dream, so unreachable that sometimes, oh, I want to make an extra, $50,000, right? That you're mental fatigue, your body is fatigued, right? Like you're not there, right? It's so unreachable that, like I said, what's the whole point eventually?
Exactly, yeah. It's unreachable also even sometimes for extra $10,000, $20,000. They make you to work a lot. So like
Yeah,
typical manager will say you like, you know what, you need to perform really, really good. We will look how you
yeah,
perform, and then we will increase your salary. By the way, they never make it like a contract. They never say how much they're gonna increase your salary and how fast. So if you really perform good, they maybe give you like extra like 5 grand per year, a miserable increase. Not immediately. They say, oh, okay, you perform good, so next year, blah blah blah. And you work your ass off.
yeah.
And
But see, but at what point, right? So
and
the
a
question
lot
is,
of people kind of fight back by
yeah,
how it's called,
yeah,
doing minimum, which is also
yeah,
not good. You also kind of like, I personally wouldn't like it. I will kind of lose self-respect because it's kind of like I'm cheating to fight system back. I guess it's
yeah,
fair, but it's
yeah,
it's decrease the productivity for whole nation.
yeah.
Hmm.
Don't you think? So the following question is going to be this one. Don't you think living that lifestyle is a humiliation ritual? Because like think about it, right? If you don't do what I'm asking you to do, then I'm not gonna give you what you need, which means you're gonna struggle, right? Which I don't care. At the end of the day, that's how they think, basically.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, I actually recently had some conversation about independence, but unfortunately, this is what we are talking right now. It's called financial independence, and most of the people, like most of us, are unfortunately very financially dependent.
Yeah.
So each, obviously, if you
Yeah, I mean,
if you feel dependent, you
yeah, I get it. I get it.
especially terrible. It's actually for men, especially for divorced men who pay child support and alimony, because they
Oh,
actually get less than income.
but that's the point. So why would you play in a system where the system is rigged and it's basically against men? Why would you play in a system? What's the motive, right? What's the motivation, right? Okay, you get married, right? I'm not against marriage, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean. If you get married, right? Let's say you make a reasonable amount of money, and for some X reason, your wife, wants to get divorced, and then she gets 50% of what you work for 20 years, and then you put the effort into it, and she did nothing, right? And then the system is gonna actually favor her against you.
For
Then
18 years, 20 years, it's unusual. I mean, it may be New York more than that. But
yeah,
the same thing. So second source of income give you financial independence. That's actually so many divorces happens because female by divorcing you and getting child support, it's a second. It's she actually gain second source of income and she more independent. So she actually happier this way.
yeah.
Plus,
Which
she does whatever she wants with this money. So they have
listen,
bullshit she spends on kids, or she spends on like on plastic
but
books and something, or on her boyfriend, whatever. Um, so yeah, system is rigged. That's why I think all this unfairness should go. Should be like no child. Well, I mean we kind of switching to family law. But basically, all this child support and alimony should disappear. Maybe for a short period of time, like when people just divorced,
yeah,
maybe like for like let's say for 1 year max. After that, fuck no, no, not 1 cent. Uh,
yeah. I get you on
um,
that one.
but the same with but we still leave the question open how to make employer to pay fair wage. And here again, here I don't know. Maybe
Well,
maybe should be some like specific laws based on some
see,
accounting laws. So certain income of the company should go to employees, like
and
that.
that's good.
Certain income of the company should go to employees. If company make billions, I don't know, 60% should go to employees. Because when one rich billionaire like fucking what does billionaires do? Send rockets to the Mars.
See, but
Joe Bezos he built a yacht so
yeah,
big that they have to remove the bridge. Do you know that
yeah.
stuff?
I get it. I
They have to
understand your
remove the
point.
bridge to move the yacht
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
dock
yeah.
and build brick bridge back. And
Yeah.
the
Now
same time
let me
on
say something.
on the same time on YouTube there is a story how economical he is that he worked like for 10 years on the table that he made himself from the like um, from some leftovers pieces of wood. You can find this video. So like they feed us with bullshit how economical what is it? How modest and economical that me billionaire, which is not true. They send
Yeah.
yeah. So something got to be changed, and I don't know why.
See, the reason why I don't care about none of these people is because at the same time they don't think about us though. As long as they keep making a lot of money, right? They always see greed is always gonna win at the end of the day. Greed, because
Yeah,
that's
greed.
the human condition, right?
Yeah,
That's
right.
the human condition. So
And they said you want more money because you're greedy. That's interesting.
yeah, yeah.
But
So
no,
the more
I'm
money you
not
make,
greedy in this case. I just want to
yeah,
make normal living.
yeah, for sure. Make it like, but they're not because by us struggling, it's a business opportunity for them. If that makes sense,
Yes,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Every struggle is a business opportunity. So like I said, at the end of the day, to the end of it, right, it's greed, right?
Except that power, you
Yeah,
forget about
they're
power.
trying
I spoke
like
with a lot of managers who actually, after drinking a couple of drinks, they
yeah,
opened up and said me, they said like, I become manager because I like power. I like when you, he,
yeah,
her coming over and begging and
yeah.
shaking.
See.
So
But they want
they say
power.
I would go on fucking McDonald's to be a manager
Yeah,
just to be, above somebody. So a
yeah.
lot of them it's a power.
But they want power for the wrong reasons. Not they don't want power to make a change. You see what I'm saying? See, I
Different
don't want
reasons.
power. I don't want power. I don't want
Me
not.
neither.
See, I
That's
don't
why
want
I'm
power
not a manager.
because if I were to have power, right? God forbid, my heart would change, right? My way of thought would change, right? Because what comes with power, you know what I mean? Now you can make somebody else suffer, right? You can make the whole community suffer, right? Because you have the power, right? So I don't have that. I don't have the heart. I don't. I couldn't do it. It could have been me though.
Hey,
It could have
buddy,
been me.
I want to let you go because I'm a little bit not feeling well, so I kind of have a short
Go
conversation.
for it.
Because, hey, I
Good
think
conversation,
such
Papa.
a good conversation. I'm so grateful to your thoughts, but
God
I
bless you,
need to
bro.
lay down. Thank you so much. Bye bye.